Hello and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to give you a progress report on the garden this year. First, I'm going to show you how much the passion vines I planted have grown. You can see it's taking off all the way up the stairwell here. I originally planted it from the front and it's just really taking off. Not only is it taking off, but I'm getting some really nice sized foliage. Look at the size of these leaves. I'll show you a comparison. Here's my hand. There's my leaf. It's much larger than my hand. That's just good fertilizer and magnetite, my friends. When I first planted them, I think you saw in my other video how puny they were. Now please excuse how shaky this video is going to be, but I am trying to walk on a hill on this thing. So please forgive me as I stumble around. These are my tomatoes. Look at this. So it is only June 30th and my tomatoes are going to surpass the original trellis I designed for them. So somehow I'm going to have to wobble out here. Luckily I kind of planned in the height of the posts for them to be ginormous. But these were this was the first year I did the raised beds with the corrugated steel, and inside I did straw bales and then about 6 to 8 inches of soil, organic soil on top of the straw bales. And it has been a mega success. Mega. Over here we have amazing box full of green beans, Chinese water spinach, amaranth, cilantro, okra, cucumbers, and cucamelons. These are little cucamelons right here, which I've never grown before, so that should be interesting. They're getting little fruit on them. But look at these green beans. Not one yellow leaf. Look at all of them forming. We're going to have a ton of beans this week. Just so exciting. I'm letting my broccoli go to seed, but I need to pull some out. The thing that people don't know about amaranth, people recognize amaranth as a grain. They grow it in Africa and places that there's more heat and drought. But the Chinese use the amaranth foliage as a stir fry, and that's what we use it for. It's delicious and it's packed full of antioxidants like beets. And it's a winner. It's so easy to grow. It grows like a weed. The taste is great. The color is beautiful. And when you chop up the chunks of garlic in with the amaranth, when you're stir frying it, the chunks of garlic actually turn a magenta pink color, which is pretty cool. See my nice big eggplant coming in. Oh, we got our first flower. Look at that. It's great. So cool. The cilantro is bolting, but that happens. You can see that in the background there. This giant pumpkin was a volunteer. I'm guessing it was stuck in one of the straw bales, and it's literally growing from underneath my corrugated frame, which is pretty funny. I'm hoping it's a giant pumpkin, some cool variety. We're gonna walk past the tomatoes now. Excuse my wobbling. We got tons of flowers, and tons of fruit. Let's see if I can find some fruit for you. I really can't find much fruit for you. Oh, there's some right there. Boom. And all these, that's a kind of cool one. You can tell it's going to be an heirloom from its funky shape. It's got that weird Cinderella pumpkin shape. All these are heirloom and really strange varieties from all over the world that I've collected. These tomatoes are planted too close together. This is not how you want to plant tomatoes. But I had so many varieties and I had really limited space, and so I did it anyways. And the negative thing about planting your tomatoes too close together, I'll tell you right now. First, they will produce less tomatoes, but it looks like they're producing plenty. The second thing is it's going to promote more disease when it comes that time of year that the powdery mildew and different funguses will start to form when we get cooler temperatures and shorter sun cycles. So you do not want to plant your tomatoes this close together, but I did it anyways. But I warned you. The next bed, arugula. Look at that. And this is a trellis I made. This is experimental. I made it from the reflective holographic bird tape. And my theory was, because this corner is a little darker, that the plants would be energized and attracted to the reflection off of the holographic foil. And it looks pretty cool too from inside the house. It looks like some kind of crazy modern sculpture. But these cucumbers are planted by seed, and they have fruit on them already, and you can see it's just about reached the top of the cosmic trellis, as I call it here, and we are going to have a ton of cucumbers. We have several varieties: the spiny, thin Chinese cucumber, and then your regular crispy eating cucumbers. This entire bed is full of peppers. It looks like the spicy poblano, which the seeds I just pretty much snatched from a really delicious poblano we got from the grocery store, and they grew beautifully. Look like they're going to be in the lead for producing this year. The peppers, they take a little longer, but they're looking beautiful, and I can tell we're getting flowers on them already, and we'll probably have peppers within the next couple weeks. The real story this year, though, has been the basil. The magnetite that I added to the soil made the plants go crazy this year, but especially the basil has gone berserk. I have basil leaves, and I'm sorry I can't show you because I'm not hands-free right now, but they are almost as large as my hand, and there's plenty of it. We also have loofah growing. See this beautiful vine? This is loofah, and we're not growing it. Many people think it's a sea sponge, but loofah is actually a vegetable in the gourd family, and we're not growing it for the sponges. If you pick loofah when it's really young and tender, it's a delicious vegetable. Also very popular in the Chinese culture for an edible vegetable. Has kind of an okra consistency, so if you don't like slimy, you might not like it. This is a ground cherry. I've never grown ground cherries. It's a Polish ground cherry. It's massive, so it looks like a weed. I actually pulled a couple out by accident when they were babies because I got confused. But it's doing amazing now, and it doesn't look like I'm going to have too many. Oh, we got a flower. See the flower in there? That's it. I just wanted to show you how amazing the garden is doing. And if you have any questions on nutrition in your soil, because you have to think of soil, it's not dirt. What the soil is like a giant vitamin. And so as you're creating that giant perfect multivitamin for your vegetables, all that nutrition, all those minerals are organically going to wind up inside of you. And that's the benefit of looking at your soil as a giant vitamin. And the plants will be happier, and then you're going to get all of that amazing nutrition that is often void in store-bought vegetables because they're just grown with nitrogen instead of true nutrition. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope this was exciting for you as this is exciting for me. If you enjoy my videos and my tips, please subscribe. It helps. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. This is Riddle. Have an awesome day.